In this video, we're doing some equation of a line practice, and we are doing question number 6. It says, calculate the slope of the line that passes through 180 and 75/25. And it says, reduce your answer if possible. So taking a look at this, we want to calculate the slope. Slope is the letter M, and we calculate it by doing delta y divided by delta x. Delta y and delta x are the change in y and the change in x. In order to get the change in y and the change in x, I am going to use my 2 points. I'm going to make a table and I'm going to calculate the differences. So I'm going to make myself a table of values. We have x in the first column, y in the second column. I'm going to take the point 180. I put 100 under the x. I put 80 under the y. And then I take the 75/25, do the same thing. I'm going to put 75 under the x. I'm going to put 25 under the y. Okay. From here, I need to calculate the differences. That's how we're going to get delta y and delta x. So I want to figure out, how did we get from 100 down to 75? The number got smaller, so I think we've subtracted. If you're unsure and can't do it in your head, I would take the second number, 75, and subtract the first number, which is 100, to get that we went down 25, or we subtracted 25. We need to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to take the second number, 25, and subtract that first number, 80, and I get that we went down 55. So the side where x is, that's the change in x, or delta x. On the side where y is, that's our change in y, or delta y. So my slope is delta y over delta x. So negative 55 over negative 25. Okay. It did ask me to reduce my answer if possible, so we are going to see what we can do here. One of the things I need to look at are the signs. So I notice that I have negative 55 over negative 25. We're dividing a negative by a negative. They do have the same sign, so if they have the same sign, a negative divided by a negative is going to make it a positive. And then 55, if I try to divide 55 by 25, I do get a decimal, which I don't want. So we are going to see if we can find something that goes into 55 and 25. So one of the things I recommend is looking at your multiplication grid. Try to find a row that 55 and 25 both show up in, and then divide by that number. I don't have my multiplication grid with me, so I'm just going to think about the numbers. They both end in a 5, and numbers that end in either 5 or 0 both divide by 5. So I am going to try to reduce this by dividing the top number and the bottom number by 5. So 55 divided by 5 is 11, and then 25 divided by 5 is 5. So this is going to be positive 11 over 5 as our slope. You do not need to write the plus sign to show that it's positive. You could just write 11 over 5, and that would be fine. Okay, that's it for this question. I will see you in the next video to do the next one.